which has the ID as btn1. So the next thing is you have to do this with all these remaining 3 elements. So nextly I'm going to say button b equal to button in between the square braces, and then followed by find viewed by id, and in between the circular braces you have to say r dot id dot followed by the id of the button which is to be linked to this button b variable. So in this case the id is going to be btn2. So in the same way I'm going to do this for button C. I'm going to say button C equal to button find view by id r dot id dot, this time I'm going to say btn3. So now I have successfully linked these 3 buttons with the actual buttons which were present in the XML folder. So it's time to link the text view now. So here the variable name of the text view is txt view, as you could see here. So I'm going to say txt view equal to text view in between circular braces, and then find view by id, and then r dot id dot followed by the id of the text view, that is txt. And that's it. Now we have linked this button A to the to actually this first button, and then we link the button B to this button, and then we link the button C to this button, and finally we link the txt view to the text view, that is this text view which is containing the text hello YouTube. So we have successfully done it now. Now the next thing is to set on click listeners for all of the 3 buttons. So to do that you can simply type in the variable name, but firstly I'm going to do it with the button A. So I'm going to say button A dot set on click listener, this in between the brackets. And yeah, you are going to see an error like this. So to fix this error, you have to type in implements on click listener. So you have to add this code after the public class main activity statement over here. And similarly you can say button B dot set on click listener, this, and then button C dot set on click listener, this. So that's it. We have now successfully created the on click listeners for all of these 3 buttons. So now we can actually programmatically know or detect when the user clicks on any of these 3 buttons. So the next thing is you got to come out of the main activity class. So simply not the main activity class, you have to come out of the on create method, and after this you have to start another method. So just hold Control and I on your keyboard together, and then you will see a new method on click. The parameters are view. So just import that, you just start that method. So just double click on it, and then you will see another method starts like this. Now as you could see, the name of this method is on click. Now what is the use of this method? Now whenever the user clicks on any of these 3 buttons, this method is going to be executed. So just fix that in your mind, that whenever our user is going to click on any of these 3 buttons, like either the button A or button B or button C, this method named on click is going to get executed, and the control is going to come inside this code snippet, this method. And here you have to say if view dot get id equals r r.id.btn1. Then inside this if block you can actually type the code which you want to execute when the user clicks on the first button, that is the button A. So what is this if view.getID equal to r.btn1? Now since we have 3 buttons in our XML folder, so whenever the user clicks on any of these 3 buttons, this method is going to be executed. So in order to be specific about which button the user actually clicked, we are using this if block here. So what this does is it is going to check the ID. It's going to get the ID of the content on which the user clicked, and then if that ID is equal to the btn1, that is if that ID is equal to the ID of the button A, that is the first button, then we are going to execute a code that we want to do when the user clicks on the button A. Similarly, you can also say if view.getID equal to r.id. This time let me say btn2, and here is an if block, and so this if block is going to be executed when the user clicks on the btn2, that is the button B. And similarly, let me do it for button C. So let me say if view.getID equal to r.id.btn3, and this if block is going to be executed when the user clicks on the button C. So now we have 3 if blocks here. So let me say that when the user clicks on the first button, that is the button A, then the text of the text view should change to something like the user clicked on button A. So in this if block here, let me say txt view, that is the text view dot set text. This set text property actually is used to change the text of the text view. So let me set the text as A is clicked. So what this does is when the user clicks on the button A, the control is going to come into this onClick method, and once it comes into this onClick method, it's going to check this condition, and firstly it's going to check if view.getID equal to r.id.btn1. So what this does is it actually checks on which button actually the user clicked on. So if the user clicks on the button A, then this condition is going to be true since the ID of the button A is btn1. So since this condition is true, this statement which is inside the if block is going to be executed, and this statement says this statement actually commands the compiler to change the text of the text view to A is clicked. In a similar way, let me say in the second if block, let me say text view dot set text B is clicked. And similarly, in the third if block, that is the condition when the button C is clicked, let me say txt view dot set text C is clicked. So now we have successfully done coding this. So when the user clicks on the button 1, this if block is going to be executed, and this statement inside the if block, that is text view dot set text A is clicked, is going to be executed, which means the text of the text view is going to be changed to A is clicked. And when the user clicks on the button B, the second if block is going to be executed since the ID of the button B is btn2, and the text of the text view is going to be changed into B is clicked. And similarly, when the user clicks on the button C, this third block is going to be executed since the ID of the button C is btn3, and the text of the text view is going to be changed as C is clicked. So that's it. Now let me save this and let me compile this. Let me run this app. So to run this app, you can find this symbol like this triangle symbol. It says run app, or you can directly hold shift plus F10 on your keyboard to run it. So if you click on that, you will see AVD Manager window. This AVD stands for Android Virtual Disk, I guess. Well, this is actually an Android emulator. This is used to, you know, test your Android apps. So anyway, let me test my Android app now. Let me run it. By the way, this AVD Manager comes with the Android Studio by default. So when you're installing Android Studio, you're also going to install AVD Manager. So here we go. Here is our app. So let me test it. Firstly, let me click on the first button, that is the button A. And here we go. Once I click on the button A, the text inside the text view is changed as A is clicked. And now let me click on the button B, and then the text is changed as B is clicked. And then let me say, let me click on the C button, and the text is changed as C is clicked. So which means this app is working perfectly and this technique is working fine. So this is how to create a simple Android app with Java, and I hope I'll be making more videos about this, about Android Studio, about how to make Android apps using Java. So stay tuned to TechRaj for more videos, for more Java programming videos. And yeah, that's it. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up below. Make me happy by hitting that thumbs up button. And if you have any doubts regarding this video, you can feel free to comment below or email me at anonymoushacker156@gmail.com. The email ID will be in the description below. If you're watching this on your mobile, click on the bell symbol and you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Hit the subscribe button for more videos. Like my Facebook page at facebook.com/techraj156. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/techraj156. Visit my website at techraj156.com. Thanks for watching. Cheers.